Uncoded Zaphod, and welcome to another Lyfcraft episode. And yes, you're getting editing Zaphod doing the intro to this one as well. And for this, I think we're going to start with a time lapse of building the exterior of the bank. So I'm starting to put in my item filter, and I suddenly realised this wants to go down here, and there's still a whole load of water down here. And as it's only one layer, or two maybe over there, the easiest way to get rid of all this water would probably be sponges, and I don't have any of them yet, but they would certainly be a useful thing to have a lot of. So I think I'm going to go on an adventure, find some ocean monuments. I'm going to go for the ones near my base, so I'm not using up any monuments anyone else is trying to use. And yeah, take down some Elder Guardians and find some sponge rooms, hopefully. And one of the things I want for getting into the ocean monuments is water-breathing potions, and that means I actually need pufferfish. So I'm going to try fishing for a bit until I get a pufferfish or two so I can make some potions. Ooh, and that gave me an advancement for getting my first fish. Alright, so the sun is going down, and I've caught 2 pufferfish, which will be plenty for making some water-breathing potions. And this is actually a totally different world. And this is a world with Nembom's world mapper carpet script running in it. So I can have a look at my island and interesting things near it. So I can see, for example, there's an ocean monument over here, so I can plan whether I'm going to that one or not. And I think this one I might actually keep in case I want the Elder Guardians from it for anything, because it's actually really close to where I am. And I know there's some over here, but Cosmo and Wither's base is down here, so I think these 3 I would want to talk to those about if I wanted to raid those. But over this way, there's still plenty of these. I think what I might do is I might go to this one and then across to this one, and then I can work my way up this chain, getting that one as well probably, until I've got plenty of sponges. And yeah, hopefully some of these will have sponge rooms, and well, there's plenty of chances for me to try and get them. So the first one I'm going to will be over here. So from my island I need to go southeast until I find this one. Right, and here it is. And okay, this island is not close enough for me to I'm just going to put my boat above water here, I think. And I haven't been hit by mining fatigue yet, so what I might do is I might drink this, then I'm going to fly up and try and dive down straight at this and try and break through quickly here. Right, hello. And oh, I should have switched to my chest plate instead of my elytra. I should have had that on me. Okay, that's 1 Elder Guardian down, and that's a sponge and an Elder Guardian head. Nice. Right, and now I've got to swim around here and try and find the other Elder Guardians, and hopefully also find a sponge room. Well, I've found a sponge room, but I haven't dealt with all the Elder Guardians yet, and so I still have mining fatigue. So, yeah, I need to remember my way back here for once I do find all the Elder Guardians. And here's another one. Here we go. Oh, that was a lot of health. I should probably be more careful. Oh, I think the sponge drop is random, isn't it? Yeah, so sponge rooms I care about. Okay, so this is the one from this area, and that has a lot of guardians around here. And here is the last one of this monument. And that completely missed. And I am going to make sure I've got health. Ah! Oh, that's it. Wonderful. And that one did drop a sponge. And let's not die to a normal guardian. Okay, I think I collected... No, I didn't collect that. Where are you? There you are. Stop it, you. Okay, and now I need to wait for the mining fatigue to wear out, and that's longer than water breathing. But I am going to go and try and swim back to where that sponge room was. Alright, so the mining fatigue has worn off, and I've refreshed my water breathing, and I have my netherite hoe to, yeah, get all these sponges. That's nice. 31 sponges, and there's another one just there. Right, let's dig around and see if there's any other sponge rooms. Aha! This was where the other sponge room was. That took a while to find. Or at least if this isn't the other one, it's another one. And that is monument number 2. And again, I'm going to see if I can fly in and mine out a block on the top before the mining fatigue kicks in. Right, wonderful. Ooh, and I still don't have mining fatigue. I do, however, need my air. What's it called? Water breathing potion. Okay, there's mining fatigue. Oh no, 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 no. Oh. That was a lot of damage. Let's put that on. That'll help. Big guy. 1, 2, 3. Oh, break those lines of sight. Oh, hello. And come on. There we go. And then probably round this way. Oh, it's blocked off. Okay, so I can't go round that way to find the other one. Ah, but I can go this way. And there it is. And it's this big room, which is always awful. Okay, dodge and weave, dodge and weave. Get a hit in. Break lines of sight. Get a hit in. Break lines of sight. Get a hit in. And around. Boom. Okay. And now I just need to find any sponge rooms. Well, there is at least one sponge room in here, which I found by digging through a wall. And I did that on 1 water breathing potion, which is good. And here's another one, and let's see if I can pull the same trick and dive in at the top with a pickaxe before I get mining fatigue. And I can. Wonderful. I'm just going to dig through here as well. Oh, okay. Let's break eye contact. And, what do I want to do? I want to grab this. Okay, I've got mining fatigue now. Okay, and I'm going to need a water breathing potion. So I found another sponge room in this one, and I'm just waiting for mining fatigue to wear out because I've dealt with all the Elder Guardians. And yeah, I should still have some water breathing after that to collect all of these, and then I can dig around, see if I can find another sponge room or not in this one. Right, there was actually a second sponge room in there, and at this point I'm going to put all of these sponges in my valuables chest because they are indeed very valuable, because they are, yeah, quite hard to get hold of. And then I can put that back in the ender chest, keep that nice and safe. And I've got 2 water breathing potions, so I think I want to go to another one. So I think there's one to the east of here, but there's also one to the north. So yeah, I'll have a look at which one's closer and easier to get to, and then I'll go to that one. Right, I went to the one which is slightly north because it looked to be closer, and then that other one off to the side, I think potentially there's a stronghold not far from that one. So if I ever wanted to do something with Elder Guardians and needed to transport them through the end to get them back to like World Spawn or something, then yeah, that would be a good option for something like that. So I think I'm going to leave that one, and yeah, I'm going to go for this one. So same thing as before. If I can get in quickly, I can break through this top and yeah, start getting this one down. Okay. And there's the mining fatigue effect. Right. So I've got another water breathing bottle, but if I don't use it, I can try another one as well. So I've got rid of all the Elder Guardians in this one, and I found a sponge room, but I'm still waiting for the mining fatigue to run out before I can harvest all of this. Right, I think that will actually do for me collecting up sponges. I want to not, you know, use up all of the ocean monuments everywhere. So now I just need to work out my way back to base, which I think is roughly westward from here. And, oh, I'm not wearing a elytra. That would have gone poorly. And yeah, I should now be able to use those sponges to dry out underneath the bank. And I think I'll also put them up as a sort of rental service. So people can, you know, pay a diamond per sponge per week or something like that. Turns out I actually got exactly 3 stacks. I think there's usually about 32 sponges in each sponge room. So yeah, that's interesting. But also, these are wet, and what you can now do in this version is if you place it down in the nether, they immediately dry. So I should just be able to and that's 1 dry stack, and I'll do the same for the next 2. Right, and let's see if I can actually use these to mop up the water. Can I aim that back there? And make sure I pick these back up. Don't want to be losing any of them. Okay, I know there's now a sort of like curtain of water under there, but I think that's something I can sort out after I've put in all the redstone I need under here. So I put this in, and then I realised that basically I'd need to have this redstone exposed or have something behind this, and I think what I'm going to do is move this whole thing down 1 block. But yeah, I know it does work, so that's like at least reassuring that I can remember how to make these. a thunderstorm, or at least it was. I think it still is. Okay, let's see. Can I hit that? And it stopped as soon as I started recording. Of course it did. Well, why wouldn't it? I mean, he could have been under shelter, so I should check again. But oh, okay. No, they must have just been under shelter. Yeah, come this way. Oh, does it not work in water? Oh, for goodness sakes. Okay, let's get out of the water. We'll get them out of the water anyway. And then... Ah! I think there might have been a creeper behind me as well. Okay, well... is there an ender chest around here? If I have an ender chest, there should be my spare elytra in it. Oh, of course there's ender chests over by my shop. There's a zombie! You're not meant to be able to be here. No. Bad. Okay, that's spare and... Okay, yeah. So make sure I pick it all up. Because even if netherite stuff is protected from burning, it's not protected from being blown up by a creeper. So if another creeper came... okay. Let's make sure I'm putting those on. No leggings. Hello, stuff. No, I definitely not picked up... Oh, that's why I haven't picked up any leggings. You're wearing them. Hello there, buddy. There we go. Put those back on. Right, I think that's all the stuff I had on me. Oh, I didn't realise I had that on me as well. Okay. Question is there still a thunderstorm? And they're in the water, so those are not going to be good test subjects. Those spiders might. Oh, or not. Hang on. Okay, definitely not a thunderstorm anymore. That's a shame. I was hoping to use a thunderstorm to get some charged creepers and then get some zombie or skeleton heads, but I guess maybe not this time. So I've been breeding up the chickens a bit, and this might be getting a little out of hand. I was just sort of thinking, you know, I'll just keep bringing them up over in this area so they have a nice natural life, living out in the field, and there's rather a lot of them now. I'm not even sure how many feathers I actually need for my eventual beetlebucks, the notes. I assume I probably will want a lot, but yeah, I think this might be getting to the point where there's so many entities, I'm dropping frames around here. So, yeah, I think what I want to do, what I have been doing is any which have been wandering away, I've been harvesting the feathers of, let's say. But, you know, they've lived a nice natural life, and they got to go and venture away from where they were born. I think if I breed some more, right, and then any adults which are wandering around, I might harvest their feathers, and I will hang on to all of the eggs so I can create some more if I need to at some point. Yeah, because there's rather a lot here, and I'm actually worried about lag, so yeah, I'll finish up this breeding session, and then, I mean, they're not all cramped into a tiny small space, so I don't know. And I think I've got my first system up. So this is going to accept diamonds and give out, I think it's going to be a 12 Beeble Bucks note and a 4 Beeble Bucks note. So it's going to be worth 16, but I'm doing them in a 12 note and a 4 note. So I haven't actually written up the notes yet, but I will do soon enough with my book and quills. But I want to check that it works for large amounts at one time. So this should now give me 10 of each type of note. But instead of notes, I've currently got netherrack and birch in there. So okay, it's a little slow for large amounts, but people should be okay with that. It's an ATM, you know, they're not always the fastest. And yeah, that gave me 10 of each. So wonderful, this has worked, and it doesn't work if you put anything which isn't a diamond in here. They just stay there. So yeah, it's promising. That means that works. Right, and this is how I'm going to make my money. Is I produce the notes like this, and these will all be copy of original. So inside these books, they will read, they're only valid if the stamp reads copy of original, and counterfeits will not be accepted by the bank, and it will say how much value it has. But the original doesn't stack with it. See, two separate things. And so that's one that I use for printing the money, and then these other ones become the actual money. And if anyone tries to counterfeit them, they'll end up reading copy of copy. So if, for example, I put one of these in and did that, this one would then read copy of a copy rather than copy of original. So you'd be able to tell it's being counterfeited. Right. 12 Beeble Buckses. Alright, and now to put the 4 Beeble Bucks notes in as well. And that should be it. So I've got enough for 32 purchases of trade-ins of diamonds. And I think that was the right exchange rate. That was a diamonds wanted to be a 12 and a 4, so that's 16. And then, yeah, the diamond ore is going to be 3 of the 12 Beeble Bucks notes. But that's going to be this next filter. And I think what I want to do is I want to get this sort of at least partially open. So I might take some iron bars and section off the later part of this, so people can use this and buy some Beeble Bucks, and I can start charging Beeble Bucks in my stores, so people are incentivized to come and buy them and start using them as the currency. Of course, I will need to get many more books, but yeah, I think I want to get this open as soon as possible. So yeah, I'm gonna put in some bars and that'll be it. And I now have a sign saying the rest of bank's opening soon, so I can be working on that while still having the first sort of ATM open. And yeah, if at any point this runs out of Beeble Bucks and people are buying with lots of diamonds, I guess they'll have to contact me and be like, the ATM ate my diamonds, and I'll have to sort it out. But yeah, hopefully that won't happen. I don't see it being too popular until I have shops which only accept Beeble Bucks, because currently there's no incentive for people to be buying into my currency until my shops start only accepting them. And hopefully other shops might start going that way as well once it gets going, and it will be a useful currency to use. But for now, I think that is going to be where I end this episode. So as always, I'd love to hear your feedback in the comments down below the video. I've been Recoded Zaphod, and thanks for watching.